Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the final round of the season here in CRL Tier 3. As always, I'm your host, CRL Spider 95. And this week, he's back for the season finale. It is my good friend, Mr. AFL.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all looking forward to the finale. I sure am looking forward to it. I'm hoping for an exciting race tonight.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting finale for sure. Just two drivers left, both with a chance at winning the title. One driver looks to have his hands fairly on the trophy already, AFL, and that would be Brabbit, that has got his hands on the trophy so far. But Mr. 4-star has still got a chance to win it. Basically, if Brabbit finishes P7 or higher, Brabbit will be our Season 9 Tier 3 champion. If 4-star can finish in the points, so if 4-star finishes P2, there's a whole little other complicated things. I've got it all written down. We'll talk about that a lot later on. But the main thing is, Brabbit needs to finish P7 and higher. It's not just the championship battle that we've got going on tonight, though. We also have the mid-pack battle going on as well for P5. There's still plenty of opportunities. From P5 all the way down to P11, there is still a chance for a big, massive old shake-up. I've been looking forward to this. Brazil's one of your favourite tracks as well, if I'm correct, isn't it, mate?
It is, yeah, one of my favourite tracks. Unfortunately, wasn't well enough to race in RT this week because I was drugged up on pills, prescribed pills. So yeah,
you're probably better off. You were probably better off not being there, mate, because that was the day my internet decided to go, you know what, you might as well be on PlusNet, and disconnected, and as the host, caused desync down in Tier 5. So it gave the admins and the stewards a lot of grief, and
damn your internet connection.
Well, I didn't intend for it to happen, I promise. I genuinely, honestly,
you sure about that?
Honestly, before any of the Tier 5 lot, especially one certain driver, starts piping up in the chat, I definitely did not intend for it to happen. That I can assure everybody of. Oh dear. Right then, so let's go and see if
I've just got my cauldron, I'm just staring a little bit, guys.
You sounded a lot more like you, mate, and that is the main thing. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I missed myself last week. Couldn't speak. Literally had no voice. So once my voice has come back, I thought let me jump on comms, especially as it's the finale, need to be here. Sort of see it out to the end as well.
That's the main thing. Right then, so the first driver across the line, I was trying to find out who it was Lars. He's a 1 minute 11.4. Good time, good starting time. You can pretty much get around here, let's face it, in a 1 minute 9. And as I say that, Cold Paradox goes round in a 1 minute 9.1. 1 minute 9 being the average, of course, but obviously we've seen some drivers go to a 1 minute 8. Leon goes 1 minute 9.3. Everyone's coming thick and fast now, and this is... But I'm glad I've got you back this week, mate, because that means I'm not struggling by myself. You can keep an eye on things as well.
Yeah, I will be still coughing a little bit, which I will try and mute as much as I can.
That's understandable, mate, if you're still feeling a bit under the weather. Durouge goes 1 minute 8.7. Now, quite a lot of reserve drivers in this evening. Obviously, the Tier 4 champion, TGT Polmate, he's back here again, so we'll give him some love at some point. There's Glowstick. Let's jump on board with Scott, who's about to start his outlap. I believe we've got Ennis about to cross the line. He goes fastest, 1 minute 8.6, belter of a lap. And his teammates now crossing the line to start his outlap as well. So everyone's coming in. A big welcome and big hello to everyone that is joining us for the season finale here in Brazil. Did I ever tell you about the time, AFL, that I went a lap down in Brazil in the wet?
Yeah, I've heard this so many times.
Look, I haven't got many moments to be happy about, and in my racing career, that's one of them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Everyone's coming across the line now. Tobes goes 1 minute 8.4. Staban's gone 1 minute 8.5 as well. Right then, let's jump on board with the championship leader at the moment. That is Rabbit. Now, he'll be looking just to keep his head in the game like he has done all season and try to grab that trophy tonight.
Yeah, he's got a pretty simple task tonight, really. Just finish.
Just finish. Yeah, literally, that is what it is. Just finish. He knows that's all he's got to do. And the way he's driven all season, let's face it, he is the favourite to win it. Freefort goes P4 with 1 minute 8.6, and Brabbit goes 1 minute 8.7. Like I said, there was also a second battle going on around. Steve goes 1 minute 8 nearly 1 minute 8 flat. What a belter of a time there.
Great lap.
A very, very great lap.
That's a stonker of a lap.
But yeah, like I said, the battle for P5 is pretty much alive at the minute. So just so we can clarify what the battle for P5 is, for those at home are going, what do you mean the battle for P5? Well, DeWill has 82 points, Carol Paradox has 78 points, Free4 has 78 points, Ennis has 73 points, Indian Jesus has 68 points, the band has 68 points, and War Daddy has 58, and Tobes down in 12th has 45 as well, so don't count him out. There's still a lot of chances for people to finish quite high up. Big hello to Mr. DC. He's joined us in the comments section this evening. We'll try and put on a good show to try and cheer you up a little bit, DC, because obviously you've been a bit under the weather yourself as well, mate. Everyone's been getting ill lately. Well, then again, it is that time of year.
Basically, I would wish what I had on my way.
Yeah, you said it was quite bad, to be fair, mate, didn't you? You said it was a bit...
It's the worst I've ever felt, ever.
It wasn't COVID, was it, mate?
No, it wasn't. Which was weird.
Well, here comes KXI. He's about to set a hot lap. Where's he going to go? He only goes P11 with 1 minute 9.8.
Still plenty of time left, though.
Yeah, still plenty of time. 4 stars just on
couple of runs and
4 stars just on his outlap at minute, so we're going to stick on board with him, show him some love for a little bit. Obviously, he is the one to hunt down Brabbit. Let's see what he can do in his qualifying lap. While he is out on his hot lap, let's take a look at the constructors for the final time this championship. Now, Ferrari are currently top of the constructors with 1,002 points. Alfa Romeo in second with 1,031. Haas has 960. Then it's Williams in fourth with 801. Red Bull with 799. Mercedes are in sixth with 793. Aston Martin with 790. McLaren 786. Alpine 590. And then at the very bottom, it is AlphaTauri with 541. You want to say something there, mate?
Nah, nothing at all, mate. Just
is that what it is?
A little bit of a chesty cough, yeah.
Strategically timed, yeah, because I mentioned that my team was in 10th.
Not at all. Just
not at all.
Started to cough at that particular time.
It's all fair in love and racing, let's face it. It's been a good season, to be fair, though. Obviously, well, we say it's been a good season for me and you. It's not been the best of seasons for me and you on track.
This is my worst season ever in the league. Now, I know obviously I've gone over to the wheel and I've taken all my assists off, but for my high standards, I have underperformed this season.
The only way is up now then, mate, if he's taken all your assists off. 4-star goes 10th for 1 minute 8.8. He's got a bit of a push to go tonight if he's going to want to score some points. So Seeb currently is sitting pole position with a 1 minute 8, nearly 1 minute 8 flat. It was a belter of a lap. Can't anyone get close? We're gonna Glow Sticks just sat in the pits. I think he's having a coffee. I'll assume he's having a coffee or a cup of tea. He'll be out when he's ready.
Let's go find some. 7:45.
Wow, I've just had a can of Monster.
Yeah, but you're a special breed, bro.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you that.
You have no comeback for that either.
No, I didn't. I accept it at this point, you know?
Who has a can of Monster? That would keep me awake. days.
Nah. Well, I need to stay awake tonight, mate. Of course.
Oh yeah. You can't wait.
I can't wait. I've been waiting since the end of the first game for this precise moment. I've been waiting since the end of Spider-Man 1 for Spider-Man 2 to release. It's the only reason I bought a PS5, if I'm honest, was for Spider-Man 2. And now, 5 years of waiting, and that's it. It's coming. The 3-4 goes second fastest, 1 minute 8.5, another belter of a lap.
And this pops up P2, 108.4.
He saw Scott slap, went, you know what, I'll raise you 100. And he goes P2. Now, Ennis will be wanting to play the Ultimate Team game for his teammate here, if possible, tonight.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, KXI will be wanting to try and do the same for Four-star, where he can, where possible.
I think the pressure's more on 4 stars, you know.
It is.
He has to deliver.
Basically, for 4-star, it's... What a stinker of a lap.
He's just having fun.
Wow. Seems like I might not be in this championship battle, boys, but I'm letting you know I'm still here. Seed goes pole with a 107.9 around Brazil. What a belter of a time. Even the professionals struggle to do that.
It was a great lap. Great lap.
Brilliant lap.
Be hard to be beaten because the guys are still quite a long way off, but you never know. Track evolution.
Yeah, exactly. Well, while we've been talking, Brabbitt's crept up to third again, knocking Scott now down onto the second row. So Brabbitt's now 1 minute 8.5 as well. So Brabbitt's constantly improving as well. All eyes will be on 4-star when he comes out in a minute. Glowstick's still not come out yet. I think he's just finishing that latte. Let's see if we can show some love to someone. Who should we show some love to? Let's jump on board with Duwill. Show him some love. Mr. Duwill. Now, he's had a bit of a good season. Let's say so. Where is he currently sitting to in the standings? He's really kept himself to himself this season, Duwill. Duwill is currently sitting P7, so he's leading the battle for P5 at the moment.
Always watch his race eyes.
I've just had a bit of a realisation.
What's that, mate?
I might not drive the Aston Martin again.
You might not drive the Aston Martin again?
Yeah, because we finished now, haven't we?
We have now finished, mate, yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't driven for 2 weeks.
No.
It's just dawned on me now watching the wheel.
Are you already missing your Aston Martin, mate?
Yeah, I'm impressed with the updated livery. I'm just looking at it now, so the update's been done.
If I'm correct, it's
nice.
the Silverstone livery that they've added to the game at the moment.
Yeah.
To be fair, you know what? Out of all the entire sports update, you know what I'm happy with the most? The fact that they've actually updated the Mercedes to be the W14B.
Oh yes, with the upgraded side pods.
Yes. Unfortunately, there isn't one on track at the moment. Sieb's currently sitting in his box. I don't blame him. He's currently set a belter of a time. Duill's gone second fastest, 1 minute 8.3. Another beauty of a lap. That's an Alfa Romeo. I think he was just letting the Alpha Tauri pass, if I'm honest, of Lars. But no, as I was saying earlier, it's been a good season. Obviously not for us on track, but comms-wise, mate, I've actually looked more forward to doing comms with you on a Thursday night than I have actually raced, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'd say the same as well. It's been good. It's been a good season. Obviously, I haven't been there for every single race, but races I have been there I have enjoyed.
And obviously in Miami, if I remember correctly, you stepped up. Or was it not Miami? It was Silverstone. You stepped up, wasn't it? To solo comms?
I can't remember whichever race it was, but I did do solo comms at one point this year. So.
I think it may have been Silverstone that you stepped up to do solo comms as well. So you stepped up obviously when I was away in Greece. So you've had a taste of both worlds, and it's been good. It's been a really good season. And I am sad to see it come to an end, and you never know if season 10 happens. Who knows? We could be back in the comms box again sooner rather than later.
Yep, 100% fingers crossed that there is another season. From my point of view, obviously, put the wrongs of this season behind me and get on with the next season, and obviously I can
100%.
be co-comms with you next season, then absolutely I will take that opportunity.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I'm looking to be back on wheel again next season as well. Obviously with a new wheel, So I'll be back behind the wheel again, not using pad. So there's obviously for me, I think that's where my season ended, when my wheel died. Scott improves; he goes third fastest, 1 minute 8.4. It was a good lap with him. I was there halfway through there. But yeah, as I was saying, but for me, my season kind of ended when my wheel died. That was it. I think I lost the passion for it for this season at that point. Glowstick has now finished his latte, and he is currently about to start his hot lap. He's snuck out there, so we're going to stick on board with him because he's the only driver that hasn't yet set a time. Obviously last week was Imola, mate. Obviously missed Imola. We had a bit of an incident behind the safety car. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I've seen the video. I think it was on your TikTok.
It blew up on TikTok, mate. Currently, as it stands, it's currently got... Let me find it. It's currently sitting on just under 11,000 views. So obviously, Tier 3 boys, watching this back, if you want to know how well that it did, 11,000 views on TikTok for Indian Jesus being wiped out by the safety car. And if that isn't voted for moment of the season, I've lost faith in humanity. Unfortunately, Glowstick has invalidated. He will be absolutely furious with that. With 2 minutes left on the session, he can still get round, but obviously he now needs to rebuild back up his ERS. So he really needs to get his foot down before that checker flag is waved, and he will be the last driver to set a time later on. So let's go and find somebody else to spectate on for a little bit. It's TGT Palmer. He's on an out lap at the moment. Let's try and find someone who's on a hot lap. So we've got the Ferrari of Ennis. He's currently, but he's going around again, so there's no point going on with him. Not Tobes. Yeah, let's see what Staban can do. He's about to cross the line for what will probably be his last attempt, unless he can get back round, which he should do. Lovely camera angle game, thank you for that. Staban goes third fastest, 1 minute 8.3.
They were all getting close, but not close enough to that lap from Seeb.
Eyes are on Brabbit at the moment. Brabbit's on a hot lap at the moment. We'll check back in with him in a minute. Here, 4-star is also on one as well. Lars has called it a day. He's retired, and he's gone 11th fastest. Obviously, points awarded from P1 down to P12 here in CRL, and a point for the fastest lap. Obviously, so long as you finish in the points, that is same as regular F1.
Rabbit is 3.5 tenths up, coming out of sector 2 straight now. That will improve. What that will do for him.
Glowstick's 10th fastest. Everyone's now coming in thick and fast. Brabbit goes P2. 1 minute 8 flat nearly. No one's catching that time of Seeb, let's face it. Seeb set a belter of a lap there into the 1 minute 7s. We've got a McLaren in the dirt. I'm going to assume that's free fall letting people pass. Look at all the people letting... Free fall has gone extremely wide. There's wide and there's that. Seeb improves again. 1 minute 7.9. And now the checker flag is coming thick and fast. Scott's got no way now to improve on that time. So Scott's going to check in at P7 as it stands. Here comes everybody else. Will goes second fastest. He goes 1 minute 8.12. Here comes everyone. No improvement there from, I believe that was Tobes. Up next, I believe, is going to be another McLaren. That will be Glowstick, but he's not going to... No, that'll be Freefall. Here comes Not Derouge. Derouge couldn't improve, so he's come into the pits. Right, up next is another white car, so that'll be 4-star. All eyes on 4-star. What can he do? He's called it. He's saying 9th fast is as fast as I can go. So not what he wants to see at the moment. Here comes Brabbit. But he's coming into the pits as well. AlphaTauri, which will be TGT Palmer. He's coming into the pits as well. And there comes Seeb. I believe, mate, we've got the grid set.
Yeah.
Oh, but do Will at the last second 5 grid place penalty for illegal blocking. Oh, that can't be fair, surely. He's crossed the line. That's not his fault. Was he in AI mode there, or was that actually him? Because he's received a 5-grid place penalty.
I'm not sure. I wasn't.
I don't know if that was his AI, if that was actually him. Right, well, we'll keep you updated to find out what actually happens. So, Steve goes pole with that 1 minute 7.9. Amazing, amazing. DeWill, 5-grid place penalty. He's going to be starting lower down. Then it's Ennis, Brabbit, Palmer, Staban, 3-4, DeRouge, 4-star Tobes, Glowstick, Cold Paradox, Lars, Leon, KXI, and McConey. Obviously, McConey not setting a time. We are just waiting to get word from the paddock to find out what happens. DeWill has said that he's going to take the 5-grid place penalty despite it being a glitch, so the lobby is not going to restart, mate. So we are going to get underway racing straight away.
Fair play. Fair.
Well, it is a lovely dry session.
For now. As you know, Brazil's weather is strange.
No, that is true. Brazil can change.
Yeah, it can throw up a curveball at any given time. So, yeah.
Well, Brabbit is in the prime spot.
Yeah, he's just got to keep his nose clean tonight.
He's just got to finish the race. Finish the race, Brabbit. However, if Brabbit for some reason doesn't finish, all 4 stars got to do is finish in the top 5 places. As long as he gets more than 21 points. It's a 21-point gap difference, so he needs to get 22 points to be officially crowned champ. I believe.
How much you get for a race?
I've got the rules on my phone in my files. I will just load it up. Here we go. Rules and regulations. Points. So ideally, say if Brabbit didn't finish, All-Star would need to finish second or first.
Wow.
Because of the points difference.
He's got to win, pretty much.
Pretty much. A lot of pressure on for 4-star tonight. Not as much for Brabbit, but let's face it, both of these boys are going to be sitting there going, I've got the chance to be a champion. No matter what position they're in, it's not over until that checkered flag waves. Still a long way to go yet, mate, before we crown a champion. However, for the final time this season, we are going to 5 lights out. It's 5 lights out and away we go. And Brabbit, once again, off to a good start. But the Mercedes of Seed gets out in front. Now, is Ennis going to let Brabbit pass, or is he going to make it earn it?
So far, they've kept it.
They've kept it, indeed. Yeah. So, let's take a look to see what we do. 36 laps, mate, to separate us and the checkered flag and a tier 3 champion. What's he done?
Threw it down the inside of Brabbit. Brabbit's lost 2 positions there. I think Brabbit's just playing the safe game there.
Yeah, Brabbit knows so long as he finishes in that top 7, he is champion. Obviously, the drivers have all been made aware that obviously, unless you are a teammate of our 2 titles fighters tonight, do not deliberately slow down any of your opponents. And deliberately do not slow down any of our 2 championship runners, because you can be heavily penalised for race manipulation. The same thing had to happen in Tier 5 with the battle between P1, which was obviously the battle between Nacho and Mark Wilson, where Nacho was crowned the Tier 5 champion.
Controversial, but how long has that rule been in place? Or has it always been in place?
It's always been a thing.
I will say no more on the matter. Don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No.
Or taint anybody's title that they have.
Hey, well, it wouldn't be F1 without some form of controversy. For the final time this season, I promise it'll be the final time I say this season. Let's roll the clocks back to 2021. You set me up for that one. You have got no right to huff and puff. You want to talk about controversy? Let's go back to Abu Dhabi.
Let's not. Let's not.
And I promise, mate, that was the final time this season. I will promise I will not mention
You
it.
said that the last time.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said for the final time that race.
The last time we done the comms together, you said you will not mention it ever.
No, I don't recall that, mate, personally.
Don't worry, I'll get it up on the screen.
You just get it. Put it in clip that. Anyway, Steve, I tell you what, he's got a lovely lead on Ennis. Steve is currently leading the race, and Ennis is currently P2. DGT Palmer, the Tier 4 champion, he's currently sitting P3. Staban is in P4. The championship leader, Rabbit, is in P5. DeWill P6. 4-star P7. 3-4 is up to P8. DeWill P9, and Tobes P10. Then obviously got Leon, Cold Paradox, Glowstick, KXI, Lars, and McConey trailing at the very back.
Yeah, Sieb's doing a good job at the moment on the hard tyre as well.
He is, yeah. Obviously the front 5 all running hard.
Yeah.
Then you've got the next 4 on mediums. Tobes, Glowstick, and McConey are also on hard. Leon is the only driver that's on softs at the moment, though. So maybe a softer hard approach, or a soft medium soft. Obviously, safety cars will shake the grid up at some point. But no, Sieb's having a lovely time at the moment. Sieb's set up only driver to get into the 1:07 mark in qualifying, and is currently leading the Grand Prix. Quite comfortably as well. Jump on board with Brabbit, who's just overtaken Stabam around the outside. Beautifully done, and that's thanks to the DRS assist. Now Brabbit is going to be hunting down TGT Palmer, one champion to a potential champion. It's good to see the Ferrari number 5. Maybe it's the luck of the Vettel 5 on that Ferrari that's helped him this season. Now Ennis is P3, Palmer is overtaken into P2. Is Ennis now going to let Brabbit pass? That's the question, and then is he going to try and stall? Jump on board with a battle for P7. There's 4-star and there's 3-4. And the wheels come to keep him company as well.
So far so good, everybody made it through. First couple of laps okay, yeah.
Nice and clean, good clean racing around a good track as well. What better place? And as we say that, who's done it? Leon, you're making liars of us.
Commentator's curse.
It is commentator's curse, and that's the soft tyre runner as well. Oh dear. McConey's up to P13 from that though.
NS versus Palmer. That should be good battle.
I'm just currently at the back of the grid at the moment. I'm just keeping an eye on McConey. He's having a little bit of a battle of his own. I want to show some of the back markers a bit of love this evening as well.
So far, no team orders from Ferrari, which is surprising because Ferrari are known for team orders.
Well, they're also
Alonso and Massa.
Well, not only can Brabbit win the championship tonight, it's very likely that Ferrari are going to potentially be crowned the Constructors' Championship after Tier 2 and Tier 1 have wrapped up this evening as well, because Ferrari have had a dominant season no matter what tier it has been, it must be said.
Yeah, they've been a very strong pairing across all 5 tiers. So that's good for them. But in racing, anything can happen, so...
No, that's true. So maybe Brabbit and Ennis may have spoke before the session saying, look, I know I can win the World Championship, but obviously let's also bring the Constructors home as well, and let's not do anything too stupid.
Yeah, just get the maximum points possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, Steve sort of stretched his legs out a little bit now. 1.3 seconds ahead of Palmer. So, let's see. Obviously, the race is settling down now.
They're all getting in that nice, comfortable groove. It is so easy to get in a groove in Brazil once you're in it, let's face it. And it is a great circuit to drive around.
Yeah, 100%.
Just on board with Staban at the moment. He's trying to hunt down the Ferraris of Brabbitt and Ennis. If you are just tuning in, welcome to the Tier 3 stream. This is for the championship battle between Brabbitt and 4-Star. Brabbitt just needs to ideally finish in the top 7. 4-Star ideally needs Brabbitt to finish outside of the top 7. And ideally with a lot of points. Ideally, the best case scenario for 4-Star this evening will be to Brabbitt to finish outside the points and for him to finish as high up as possible. He does need a P2 or a P1. Currently occupying those spots, Sieg in the Mercedes and the Tier 4 champion for this season, CGT Palmer. But it's not the only fight we've got going on this evening. We do have the battle for P5, which is very much alive between 7 different drivers. So there is battles to be seen everywhere this evening. News from the paddock as well that one of the higher tiers is having a bit of a desync issue. We haven't heard that since Tier 5 this week.
Really found some pace.
Yes, TGT Palmer DC has found a lot of pace this season. Obviously, he's been crowned the Tier 4 champion for this season, and he's actually got pace in Tier 3 for this format. So, who knows, he could be pushing a higher tier if we go to another season. Obviously, fingers crossed that we do. Obviously, nothing's confirmed yet, but who knows. This time, in a few weeks' time, it could be me and AFL gracing your screens again as we go racing for Season 10. But it has been a good, long season. I don't know if you're the same, mate. I've actually been quite a fan of the 12 calendar season.
Yeah, I think for comms as well, it's sort of worked out that we don't have to be there as much.
We've
yellow
got
flag in Sector 2.
Yeah, that's for Darouge. Darouge has dropped down to P13. I think he just overshot the corner. Doesn't seem to be anything too major. But
Alpine not having a good race.
No, they are not. I can only assume that Leon's going to be in soon to be replacing them tyres, because I'm pretty sure the softs get eaten alive around Brazil, if I remember correctly. Well, 4-Star is up to P6. Slowly but surely, he is catching up to the likes of his competitor, which is Brabbitt. But 4-Star knows he needs to finish quite high up.
Working a DRS train at the moment.
Oh, we got a yellow flag elsewhere again, and that's for Leon again, I believe. He's not having a good races of this Leon. Good little battle going on between Cold Paradox and Glowstick, which I believe you said you were keeping an eye on, which has also brought McConey into the battle as well. It's a nice little freeway battle for P10 going on.
To 4-Star.
Fair play.
Keep an eye on what he's up to.
I'm just on board with this freeway battle for P10 at the moment between McConey, Glowstick and Cold Paradox. They're going free wide into the corner. Spaced out nicely. Beautifully done, boys. Good hard racing. It's brought Darouge and Lars into this battle as well. So it's a 5-way battle now for P10 as McConey goes wide and he plummets to P14. But
I think we're going to get a move into turn 1 here. Ennis behind Palmer. Palmer seems to be struggling now a little. And then these guys behind right with him. So I'm expecting to see a move into turn 1 from Ennis here. He gets to the swoosh round the outside of him. What a start finish line.
He does. I just jumped on board for that overtake from Ennis on Palmer.
But will Palmer go back and get him? Will he get DRS? Yes, he will get DRS. But he's just not close enough. Let's see if Ennis can now get after who's having, I'd say, an easy race so far. Been really chilling, got a good start. There's not had any pressure, so let's see now in this sort of second phase of this race what happens, you know.
There's battles, no matter where you look at minute, there is a battle to be seen somewhere.
Harry got a slap of oversteer there, and Rabbit has just made a move.
Yeah,
It's a Ferrari 2-3 now.
Ferrari know what they're doing at the minute. They are playing the team game at the minute. I don't think they dare risk battle each other too much. So long as Brabbitt's above 4-star, I think that's all they're going to be focusing on. Obviously, 4-star does have his work cut out this evening, but nothing is impossible. All it takes is for one false move from Brabbitt, and it could change everything. But 4-star does need to be as high up the grid as he possibly can.
100%.
Now, it's been a good 12-week calendar. It's been battle after battle after battle after battle. It's come down to the final race.
Yeah.
It's always good when a championship comes down to the final race. Oh, as we've got, as I Reefall's had a bit of a spin. It's not going to cause a safety car. He's rejoined safely, but he's just had a bit of a spin.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you can regroup.
Yeah, a safety car can still come out. It could still change everything up at the moment. Sieb is still leading this Grand Prix by nearly 3 seconds. Then it's Ennis and Brabbitt. But as I was saying, it's always good when a championship comes down to the final race, because it gives it just that it makes the finale just that little bit more exciting. You know, I know people turn around and say, "Oh, it's all about the battle for P2," but let's face it, you want to see the championship go to the very final leg. Let's face it.
I don't really know what to say, because I have a feeling whatever I say, you're just going to bring it back to 2021.
I'm not going to say. I promised you that I would not say it again. This.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's mentioning 2021 now? I think it's you. 2021 on the brain, mate.
Ferrari seems to be fighting a little bit. He's having a bit of a tough time. Is Brabbitt now going to get a run on him now?
I think he is. I think he is going to attempt the move, but TCT Palmer isn't far behind either. Palmer's going to look to try and maybe capitalise on this as well. Brabbitt's getting the move done down on the inside, and it's not really putting up too much of a fight, letting his teammate. Yeah, he's let his teammate go, and fair play to him. Good team orders. You can hear.
GT Palmer, Harry, right in the RS zone there. These guys need to work together to keep him out of it.
Yeah, and Ennis needs to defend. Now he needs to not let Palmer get close to Brabbitt.
So if they stay within a couple of attempts of each other, then they can DRS each other along.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what the Ferrari's doing. Right? Palmer is looking sort of dangerous now. He had that little bit of a wobble a couple of laps ago, but he seems to have regrouped. And he's the Tier 4 champion, so he's no slouch.
Yeah. He's never counted him out. Obviously, he's made massive improvements. Obviously, he's been your teammate. He has been my teammate. And every season, he just puts that little bit more in. Now, obviously, in Season 9, it's paid off for him. He's turned around to everyone and gone, you said that I weren't going to get a championship. And he's turned around and gone, well, actually, I can get a championship. And I'm going to make his pockets a little bit lighter as well in the process, which he successfully did. But he's proven a lot of people wrong this season, and he has got pace. And obviously, he's been reserving a lot in Tier 3 this season as well. It was a big clean battle there between him and Ennis. Beautifully kept clean.
I can't lie. Obviously, put my bias aside, I'm proud of him. He's done really well.
He has done.
From when he was my teammate a couple of seasons ago, to see how he's obviously flourished as a driver and just improved. He always had the pace. Yeah. It was just the consistency that was his problem.
Oh, yeah,
he'll be the first to say that. But he's now the finished article, I think. As far as
he's come a long way from being my teammate as well. Obviously, he was my teammate the season after yours, if I remember correctly. He's come a long way from being that little kid that screamed down the mic and put me in a wall in Azerbaijan. As we've got a safety car, AFL. As we're going down memory lane, there's a safety car. Lars is out of this session. He's in a war, he's
He
spun!
must be frustrated. He's got a 6-second gap. Now, this does open the strategy for, I'd say, the medium runners. So that's drivers like DeWill.
Well, Seeb is in. Seeb is in.
See what 4-star does if he stays out. Yeah, he's pit. Most of these guys are pit. Yeah.
A lot of drivers are all coming into pit. Everyone is bumping.
So Ferrari is going to be an issue here. Double stack. Is there going to be enough time? Nope.
No, there is not. Brabbitt,
That's
I
the
believe.
annoying thing about the double stack.
Who was the first Ferrari driver out? Brabbitt that's coming back out. So Ennis is sacrificed position for Brabbitt.
It's unfortunate. That's just how it's programmed.
Yeah. Everyone has come in, and I mean everyone. I'm expecting Leon to come in. Leon is also in, so every single driver on this grid has pitted.
I don't think Glowstick pitted, to be fair.
No, he hasn't. I stand corrected. Glowstick turned around and went, you know what? All you are coming in. I'm going to stay out. Wow, that's a bit of a turn up for the books. The McLaren of Glowstick has stayed out. Seeb is going to be rightfully, he's going to be sitting there cursing. I would be at this point.
Yeah, he had it all pretty much. He had the lead. He was looking after his tyres, looking after his ERS. And now he's got to do it all again. But, you know, if he had the pace to build out the gap in the first stint, then I'm sure he's got the pace to do it again. He's just got to navigate past Glowstick.
The thing is now, he has got Brabbitt behind him now. The championship leader is now behind him in this pack. Palmer is P4. 4-star is P5. So there's a bit of a shake-up points-wise for the battle for P5 in the championship this evening. There's 7 people which are still in contention for it. Obviously, but all eyes are on DeWill, who's P5, is coming again. I wonder why he's coming in again. Are we going to see a set of yellow walls? Has he got wing damage? I believe he's picked up wing damage. Oh, he's picked up wing damage during a safety car lap. And that is why he's come in. Leon is in again as well. Did he have a bit of a bump with maybe DeWill?
I wouldn't say Leon was quite far back anyway.
Well, we have a Mercedes safety car out this week, mate. I think the Aston Martin safety car was sacked after what he did to Indian Jesus last race. For those that are wondering what happened last race, I advise going and checking out the Season 9 Tier 3 stream of Round 11. You will see Indian Jesus getting taken out by a safety car, or head on over to my TikTok and you will find the clip of Indian Jesus being taken out by a safety car. Obviously, if you do see it from Indian Jesus' point of view, it's not that the safety car kills him, it's just how the camera angle made it look. It was Indian Jesus' own fault.
20 laps to go.
Still a long way to go between here and the checkered flag. Brabbitt will still be feeling a bit comfortable, but still a long way to go. Yeah, 4-star will be, I reckon he's up there. I only imagine he's sitting there a bit anxious at the minute. 100%.
Someone to keep an eye on. Tobes in the Alfa Romeo come out on the brand new set of softs.
Yeah, so
he's definitely going to be pitting again.
3-4 and DeWill have gone for the same strat as well.
These are the guys to probably watch out for in the restart, see if they can make those few places.
Leon is quite far behind now. We are just waiting for Leon to catch up to the pack.
Should be end of this lap, I'd say, or next lap. He won't have a delta, so he should be able to just catch up. Probably be by sector 2, I'd say. End of sector 2.
So long. I think we might have one more lap of safety car. Unless it's going to be a very late call on the safety car. For those that are tuning in, you are here in Brazil for Tier 3 for the season finale, where it is pretty much the Brabit versus 4-star show. And the battle for P5 in the championship.
Leon's caught up to the back of the pack now.
Yeah, so safety car should be in this lap. And we'll get underway racing on the halfway mark of this Grand Prix. It'll
be intriguing.
It will be.
Yeah, safety car in this lap.
Now, what's Glowstick going to do? Is he going to back the pack up, or is he going to just go for it?
Well, he needs to wait for the safety car to
do anything.
Jog on a little bit. So it'll probably be a late one. And probably, I think, round here, the later the better. Because the toe you get on that long run up is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. That's what
I think he's gone too early, to be honest.
I was about to say, I think he's gone a bit early there for my liking, but we are underway.
He's timed it well.
Palmer immediately gets round Brabit. What an overtake from Palmer.
We're going to see a move here. Yeah, easy.
So now we've got the two championship contenders in line with each other. Brabit P4, 4-star P5. Seeb retakes P1.
Yeah, easy. That tyre offset. He's on a brand new set of mediums compared to the Glowstick on a set of hards that I've done half the race.
I think Glowstick's got in his mind that there's going to probably be another safety car.
Yeah, 100%. And he knows, like, his race isn't with Seeb.
No.
So let's just see what he can do. Probably try and take these a couple more laps and maybe Mims or Soso. Well, that Palmer's just gone down his inside. He may be regretting that decision not to bid now.
Possibly. Palmer now up to P2.
Yeah. And Brabit as well, yeah. Glowstick's not really had a good restart. He's dropped 3 positions.
Make it potentially 4, because I think 4-star is going to get round. He's going to try and get the move done down on the inside. Is he not? Rabbit slams the door on 4-star. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. What's gone on? Someone's dropping. It's Tobes that's dropping. Jobes is ghosted.
Well.
Oh, murder! There's more murder! And DeWill was out in the Grand Prix. Tobes is killed off. DeWill. It's a VSC, and I think Glowstick will take full advantage of it.
The fires in my pit now. On to a set of mediums.
And KXI picks up a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And I have word from the paddock, it's been upped from a VSC to a full safety car. The safety car has been deployed. It's just not updated on our screen yet, but you can see the safety car is out on track.
The safety car is out, yeah. So, I take it Glowstick will definitely be pitted
100%. 100%. I think 3, 4 and Tobes will also be in this lap to change it to a set of mediums. And there we go, confirmation that it is a full safety car. McConey's got a lot to answer for to than DeWill, but we only kind of saw the back end of it. We didn't see the front end of it.
I didn't see the incident, so I can't.
I only saw the back end. 4-star is in and Glowstick is in. 3-4 is staying out. There's a bit of a shake-up going around everywhere now. We'll wait for obviously. We've got 5 drivers in. 4-star, Glowstick, KXI. So both the Hasses are in. They're going to be double stacking.
Glowstick onto a set of mediums.
I reckon we'll probably get back underway racing on lap 22. Well then, so Seeb has re-control of the Grand Prix back in P1. Palmer P2, Brabit P3, Ennis P4, 3-4 P5, got Paradox P6, De Rouge is P7, McConey P8, Leon P9, 4-star P10, Glowstick P11, Staban P12, KXI, and Tobes. Well, we didn't really have a long second stint, mate, did we? De Will has left the session. No doubt, he's probably doing a Lance Stroll, and he's currently hitting his engineer in the paddock. I wouldn't say that De Will is doing that, but I don't know if you've noticed, mate, but on, obviously we'll just quickly switch over to the real life F1, but there's been billboards that have been posted of an Aston Martin driver that isn't Lawrence Stroll.
Yeah, so I got a message in my Formula 1 group chat. Yes, I know it's sad that I'm in an F1 group chat on WhatsApp, but yeah, we move, and that was the topic of discussion. I haven't really said anything on that matter, because it could be something or nothing, to be honest.
It could be something that maybe be nothing, but I wonder if old Daddy Stroll has turned around to his son and gone, "You're grounded," and taking his car away from him.
That wouldn't be the case, to be honest.
Well, after his fiasco at what was it, Qatar? It was Qatar this happened at, wasn't it?
Qatar, yeah.
To be fair, the way you need to look how old Daddy Stroll needs to be looking at it is, I've got a team, I've got a driver that's giving me bad publicity. You can't be doing that at this level, regardless of who you are. You might be my son, but the amount of negative press that Aston Martin are bound to have received in the background from it.
True, but let's be honest, is Dragovic quicker than Stroll? Probably not.
Well, if we roll the clocks back to the beginning of the F1 season, this season, Dragovic was doing really well in his pace testing in Bahrain, and then he did really well.
I get that, but Stroll was out with a broken wrist, and he could still be suffering from that. I'm not making any excuses for Stroll. He's had a subpar season, of course.
Yeah.
But under a lot of pressure as well, being teammates of Alonso.
Well, Alonso Stroll, as he likes to be known now. He's been adopted by Lawrence Stroll. Alonso Stroll. Anyway, we're going to get underway with racing on lap 22, just like I said we would. As Steve will get us underway for the third start in this Grand Prix.
And happy for Ennis that he's back up to P4 now. He didn't lose too much from that double stack.
Now, the big sufferers from the double stack is the Haas team, believe it or not. They have had the biggest loss. As McConey plummets down to P10, 4 stars back up to P9. 4 star up to P8. He's going for a double beautifully done. Let's jump on board with 4 star. 4 star on new softs. Can softs last to the end? I don't think they.
I'm going to say no.
I don't think they can. I think 4 stars made a bit of a boo-boo there.
I think he's banking on another safety car.
I think he's banking on another safety car. I never say never in Brazil.
But he's got the traction on the guys. And he could make his way through quite comfortably. But
something's gone on further.
It's a 2. No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's Tobes, mate. Tobes.
4 star.
Siebes setting another fastest lap. Siebes had a very, very good session here in Sao Paulo at the moment.
4 star down into turn 1 through the scenarios. Yeah, good move. See if he can make some inroads on this.
Palmer's having a. Sorry to interrupt there, but Palmer is also having a blind over race at the moment, currently P2. He's looking for his first win in Tier 3. Brabbit will be getting ready just to settle in at this point, I reckon.
Just settling. Bring it home.
I reckon Ennis is sitting there going, you know what, it's time for me to play the ultimate team game. I'm going to become the defence for Ferrari and try and keep people back as best as I can. Freefall's had a great race as well. He's currently up to P5, but he'll be leaving the pit again shortly because those softs are 8 laps old.
This will die soon.
4 star has managed to get his way back up to P6. So
he's looking good. I've been on board with him back. Been looking quite racing. So let's see what he. And again, it's not over yet.
Nope, still a long way to go. We are just over 2/3 of the way through this Grand Prix as DRS has been enabled again. Coney making his way back up to P11. Oh, nope, Esteban takes him out. As we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 again, it's going to be for Tobes. Tobes is having a stinker now at this point. I think his mediums are, even though they're new, I don't think they're heated up quite well. What's Tobes going to do? We're just going to stick on board with him for a second. We're just going to see if he decides to come in. No, he's staying out to race. Right then, let's jump back on board with the battle for P2, because Brabbit is slowly catching TGT Palmer. Obviously, Brabbit just wants to finish up as high as he possibly can and get as many points as he can over on 4-star. So let's just take a look at the points at the minute for the battle for P5. DeWill, unfortunately, is out, who's currently P5. So Cole Paradox, who's P10, he'll be racking up some points. There's just so many points that to rack up the battle for P5. Normally, I've got notes, but I've been busy behind the scenes doing home stuff today, so I've not had a chance to get all my notes. I do believe Quaker did send me something there, here we go. But it's all for the battle for P1. As DRS is now enabled, the Ferrari of Brabbit trying to catch up to the AlphaTauri of TGT Palmer. And come on, Harry, AlphaTauri needs points. Obviously, Harry is a reserve for Tier 3, so any points that he does earn won't go to the World Drivers' Championship, but it does go towards the Constructors, at least. Brabbit is slowly but surely closing that gap on Palmer, but Palmer's keeping that gap nice at minute, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Brabbit
management is looking quite good.
Brabbit is going to have DRS on Harry though this time, so Brabbit might be looking to make the move done on this straight or after the SS to be the next straight. Yeah.
Good together. But then Harry has been getting good traction out of it.
He has. He's done really, really well this evening.
Decent traction to pull that gap out a little bit.
We could be interviewing Harry at this rate, mate.
Oh, he's gone a little bit wide.
Oh, because commentator's car struck and Brabbit sees his opportunity and Brabbit's up to P2. Dennis is trying to catch up now to make it a Ferrari 2-3. There's Freefall. Freefall's on the attack. He's looking to try and get onto the podium again for the last time this season. He's looking to be dropping his assists again for the next season if it happens. Having a bit of a wobble there into the pretty much the last corner, but he doesn't seem to affect him too much. 4-star, the other guy that's trying to compete for the championship, he's currently sitting P6. As it stands, if the race was to finish now, 4-star would be letting go of that championship trophy and Brabbit would be our Tier 3 champion. However, there is still 9 laps between us and that moment. Anything can happen. All it takes is for one false move, one false overtake. That's all it takes.
Palmer's got back in front of Brabbit.
I've noticed.
Which is an interesting battle. And it's a couple of attempts behind as well.
The battle for P2 is heating up. Seeb is just in a league of his own at the minute. He's had such a good race this week.
Yeah. Done the business in qualifying. Has so far.
Seeb's currently got the fastest lap as well at the minute, hasn't he?
I believe so.
So he's on for a perfect weekend.
Yeah.
Brabbit with the DRS again on TGT Palmer. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. I don't know what's happened. Are you able to check that out, mate?
Sector 3, it's all green now.
All green? Brabbit's desperately trying to get round Harry Palmer.
Good defence there from Palmer. Putting the car in the right places, but Brabbit's just sticking out.
Brabbit sent it down on the inside. There's a battle between the two Ferraris and the AlphaTauri. We got another yellow flag in Sector 1. I believe once again it's for Leon again. as both Ferraris get round Harry Palmer. Harry losing 2 positions there in that move. I've got a feeling the battle for P2 is going to be the main battle for the remainder of this race. Let's go and show some love. I'll tell you what though, this battle for P2 has brought the others into it as well. 4-Star, Freefall and Glowstick have all joined the battle for P2.
On those off tyres now. Surprised he's still on them. Yeah, I think. Did he get those to the end? Do you reckon?
Maybe. It all depends on where he's looked after him, I guess.
Yeah.
4-Star has bounced through a lot of his ERS though, currently sitting on 8%.
Yeah.
Palmer will be looking to get round the Ferraris again.
But to be honest, 4-Star is in a decent position at the moment.
He is.
Anything that happens up front, and he's in prime position too.
Just remember though, ideally 4-Star needs to get up to P2.
Yeah.
If Brabbit falls outside of P11, so it needs to be 4-Star P2, Brabbit P11, or Brabbit just not to have points. As we've got another yellow flag in sector 2, I believe it's for McConey.
I don't know.
I'm on board currently with TGT Palmer, who's sending it down the inside against Brabbit. They are that was very, very close. That was some tough racing there from TGT Palmer, who gets round.
We want a good spectacle, but we don't want any contact. No controversy in the final race,
we do not.
That could have ended horribly there.
That could have ended in tears. Not only for Brabbit, but for Harry Palmer, after Brabbit would have jumped out of his car and gone. That was very, very close. KXI picking up a 3-second time penalty. Or as I like to call him behind the scenes, CRL's very own KSI, because I accidentally called him KSI on stream last week instead of KXI. Needs to be a little bit of a gap forming now. Brabbit's closed the gap back down on P3. The battle for P2 is really heating up as 4-Star picks up not 4-Star, Freefall picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Those softs just couldn't hold on. Tell you what though, he went 16 laps on a set of softs. Now that is impressive. But he's had to get a new wing as well. Now back on board with the battle for P3. TGT Palmer continues his defence against championship leader Brabbit. 4-Star also battling for the championship directly behind Brabbit. This could be one false move from any of these three and it could end in tears. TGT Palmer. Can he keep P3? Can Brabbit get round? Can 4-Star get up to P2 and Brabbit finish outside the points? We've still got 5 laps of racing left. 5 laps of racing, sorry, to decide the championship here in Sao Paulo. Obviously, previously being the championship, the season finale race, obviously only a few years ago, obviously losing it out to Abu Dhabi. How long's it been now? It's been about 13 years now, and it's since Sao Paulo was lost its spot as the finale.
I think 2013, the last time. Yes, because since I'm such a F1 geek. Since the hybrid era, the finale has always been at Abu Dhabi.
I got a feeling though in a few years' time, It's going to be Las Vegas, which will be the season finale.
Bring back Brazil for the season finale. Can't lie. There's always drama there. Whether it be the weather or incidents on track.
Just showing some love to the back drivers today, which is Esteban, Cole Paradox, KXI. The Rouge is having a bit of a battle with Marconi at the moment. We'll show these boys some love as we should see these boys battling it out. Marconi's looking to get round and get into P10. Lovely, lovely stuff going on between these two, keeping it clean. There's Freefall. There's Tobes. And Leon exceeding track limits again. Right then, let's jump on board with the front runners as well. TGT Palmer holding on to P3. He's holding on as best as he can. Brabbitt's catching up.
All surprised 4-star is on the soft tyres stuff.
I'm surprised
he's just made the decision. They can just see what happens.
Freefall with the fastest lap, robbing it from Seeb. He goes 1 minute 9.9. Not surprised though, because he has now got a soft set of tyres on. So the 9 Seeb that perfect weekend. But we're approaching the final stages of this race now, mate. Who's your driver of the day got to be so far?
Just like Seeb, to be honest. He's done everything.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, I can see that. For me, it's a toss-up between Seeb and TGT Palmer. Three laps of racing left to go to decide the championship, and as it stands, Brabbitt will be our season 9 Tier 3 champion. Unless something happens. 4-star sticking close to Brabbitt though, just in the offside. 4-star has got no ERS left. The car is screaming. It's been a long season. Glow stick. He's also running extremely low on ERS. I'm sat on the edge of my seat with excitement here at the minute, mate. It's been so good. The battling has been so good. Seeb is in a tier of his own. He's got a lovely nearly 4-second gap on Ennis. We might have to invite 4 people to the party tonight for a podium interview.
Possibly.
2 laps left to go. And still anything can happen. Palmer's looking to make the move on Ennis. KXI with another 3-second time penalty. This is going to be the longest 2 laps in history. It's been a fantastic race. It's been a fantastic season. I have loved every second of commentating over these boys this season. I think I speak for the pair of us when I say that, AFL, because I'm sure you're feeling the exact same way.
100%. These guys are put on a show from first race down to the last race.
As we now enter the final lap of season 9, as Palmer attempts to send it down the outside. It's a battle between Ennis and Palmer. There's slight contact. Keep it clean for the final few lap, boys. You don't want any upsets here now. Brabbitt trying to get round Palmer. Leon picks up a 3-second time penalty. The battle for P2 really is heating up. 4-star picks up a 3-second time penalty at the end. I'll tell you what, mate. It's been a fantastic season. It's been a long season. There's been drama. There's been battles. There's been some pretty good battles, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it comes down to this. Ennis is going to cross the line as the final race winner of Season 9.
Sieb, you mean?
Sieb, sorry. Sieb crosses the line. There's been mistakes from Rob all season. Palmer holds on to take P3. However, the championship can only go to one. He's won the majority of the races in Tier 3 Season 9. He is, as it stands, our champion of the world. Brabbit in the Ferrari will be our Season 9 Tier 3 champion. What a season it's been. And it's the Ferrari number 5. He did what Vettel couldn't. And he won a championship at Ferrari. What a season it's been.
Yeah.
13 weeks of battling. And I've enjoyed commentating on these boys week in, week out. And it's actually quite sad to see it come to an end, to be fair.
All good things come to an end, mate.
It does. But what a season it's been. What a race it's been. So we're going to have 4 people in for a podium interview this evening. So let's Sieb, Ennis, Palmer and Brabbit. Are you okay to get on that for me, mate?
So Brabbit,
Palmer, Ennis and Sieb.
Oh, yeah.
It's been one heck of a season, and I am actually quite upset to see it end. Oh, Freefall put in some donuts at the end and we missed it. I was just getting, I was writing the post. But just to round things off one final time, Steve will be our final winner of Tier 3. Then it's Ennis, Palmer. The championship will go to Brabbit in P4, Glowstick P5, 4-star as our season runner-up in P6, Staman P7, Cole Paradox P8, Makoni P9, DeRouge P10, KXI P11, and Tones P12 to wrap up the points winners. And then you've got Leon, Freefall, DeWill, and Lars. The final of them two. Not picking up any points. So before we start speaking to any of the boys that do join the party, we're just going to wait to see who joins and who doesn't, and then
invite to top 4.
You just send them all, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're just going to wait for everyone to join before we start saying, obviously speaking to the boys. AFL, your thoughts on the race, mate?
It was a good race, to be honest. You are more up and down the field, and yeah, it was good. Enjoyed it. I think it just combination of the season, really close fighting all throughout. I mean, this tier probably had the most even amount of.
They did.
Let's say driver ability as well. So everybody was quite close to each other. So yeah, it's been a good season.
They did. They definitely did for sure. Right then, so we are just going to see if we can find the. I'm pretty sure it's still a thing in this game. Garage. Can I view the showroom? There it is, F123. So we're just going to jump on board AlphaTauri to begin with. We're going to speak to our third place winner. He is the Tier 4 Season 9 champion. It is TGT Palmer. Mate, amazing race, buddy. Talk us through it.
It was a long race, to say the least. Obviously, going from Tier 4 to Tier 3, I was expecting a few points at least, max, but yeah, being on the podium is a bit of a surprise.
Well, you say a bit of a surprise. You're the Tier 4 champion for this season, mate, and you've put in, week out effort in your own tier, and then obviously you've then reserved for this tier as well. You've proven you've got the pace. You've proven you could be a champion. You're going to probably be in a higher tier again next season if it happens. Don't ever count yourself out. So you're on the podium. This is your first Tier 3 podium, remember that as well.
Yeah.
So only way is up, mate. Keep on going up. You've had a great season no matter what tier it is you've been in. You had some good battles. However, talk us through. You had a bit of a wobble with a Ferrari towards the back end. There seemed to be slight contact towards the end. Talk us through what happened.
There was two, so I'm not sure which one about. The turn 1 incident, that was more just fighting for DRS. There was no DRS chicken in. It was more just, staying behind purposely so that you could go for the move. But we were side by side, so one of us would get the DRS, one of us wouldn't. But yeah, there was a bit of a tangle. I lost the car, managed to save it. But Rabbit, I think, lost 1 or 2 positions, but then he obviously gained it back. The one at turn 4, I'm not sure if you're on about that one. I think that was just, I lost the car slightly. Yeah, I don't think Ennis did anything wrong there. So yeah, just want to say well done to both Ferraris. It's been a good fight throughout the whole race.
No, it was a good battle. Well, that's it for your season, mate. It comes to an end. Tell us what you're going to do in your off time.
Go to ACC. That's the only other option. I don't want to obviously stop racing because I'll have no pace next season. So keep doing something. Yeah. Fair
enough, mate. Fair enough. So obviously, when season 10 comes around, if it does come around, we'll see you back. Obviously, hoping to defend your title. Obviously, and probably most likely in a higher tier. Once again, Harry, it's been good to watch you race, mate. And as me and AFL said on stream, we've watched you grow from being a small driver, and now you are a champion. So enjoy, mate. AFL, have you got anything to add for Harry?
Just congratulations on your championship in Tier 4, and well done for your race tonight, mate. Done well. Done us proud.
Thank you.
Amazing. Right, Ennis, are you here, lad?
Yes, I am.
So, Ennis, our runner-up for today's race. Mate, you had, obviously, the ultimate team game of playing defence for Brabbit, but talk us through your race. What was going through your mind going into this race?
Going into the race, I had to race purely for my teammate. It was in my mind since the beginning, since probably last week, to be honest. I did as much as I could to help. Well, that's pretty much why I'm here, innit?
Well,
I haven't stayed in the season long enough to fight for a driver championship, and the constructors was really important as well. So just did as much for the team as I could.
Yeah, we did mention that on stream that you'd be doing it for the constructors more, but obviously especially for your teammates since you had a shot at the championship. Obviously you timed your safety cars pretty well. You did have a bit of a battle with your teammate and Harry throughout the back end of those stages, because it looked like you were all... Talk us through that back end of the race, because it was quite close right up to the checkered flag.
I was sweating so much. It was really intense. It was really, really intense. And the gap was, 600s across the line with Harry? It was incredible. And really fun as well.
No, you've had a good season as well, mate. I mean, obviously, I know you're not going away as a world champion, but there's a good likelihood that you're going to be a constructors champion anyway, because Ferrari have dominated this season, no matter what tier it's been.
That's exactly what we want to hear, man.
I mean, too bad it weren't the way when me and AFL were at Ferrari a few seasons ago. Maybe it's us, AFL. Maybe it's just us. But anyway, Ennis, you've had a great season, mate. Have you got anything now for your off time between seasons?
Not much, to be honest. Just chilling.
Just chilling. That's perfect way to spend your off season. Obviously, if season 10 does come around, do we expect to see you back at CRL, trying to go for a world championship of your own?
Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
100%. That's what we want to hear. AFL, anything for our race runner-up?
Just well done, mate. Well done on a good season. Good, solid haul of points for Ferrari as well.
Thank you very much.
Now, we've got to give him some love. He is the final winner of Tier 3 as a race winner. It's Seeb.
Yeah. Very happy.
yeah, you made today's race look easy. You dominated in quali. He was the only one to get into the 1 minute 7s in quali. And then you just stayed at the front of the pack.
Yeah, well, basically, I wasn't happy with my qualifying. I was doing 0.6 in practice, so could have been a little bit quicker if I managed it well, but I didn't. Then the race pace, I was a little bit worried when I was qualifying, so yeah, didn't know what to expect, but race pace was phenomenal. Probably the best I've driven on wheel yet, because only 3 months on wheel, and I'm just aiming to get back to my Tier 1 pace. So yeah, I think I am showing good progress.
Yeah, no, mate, you put on an amazing performance. AFL, would you mind just inviting Freefall to the party as well for me, please?
Yeah, give me one second, I'll do that now.
Thank you. See, you dominated today, obviously on the safety cars as well. You timed it perfectly. You was just in full control. It was your race from start to end, mate, and it was.
Yeah, well, I have not much to say, only that I controlled it, yeah. Of course, the only danger parts were the start and the 2 safety cars, but apart from that, nothing much to add, just good pace, and hopefully I'll be in Tier 1 next season.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you up in the higher tiers, because you did well tonight, to be fair, mate, and you have put pace in when you have been racing this season. So, anything planned for you in between times?
Probably just more racing, PCL as well, gonna be coming up again, so yeah, I'm gonna practice for that as well.
Mate, no matter where it is you end up, no matter it is what you're doing, and obviously for season 10, hopefully we'll see you back here when it does get announced, but enjoy your downtime, mate, or enjoy whatever races it is that you're going to be doing
Thanks, man.
In the meantime. AFL, have you got anything for our race winner this evening?
Well done. As Rob said, you made it look easy. You got tonight, mate. Everything that they threw at you, the safety cars, restarts, when you had to get past close to it, you did everything that you do. So yeah, fully deserved, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Now, before we head over to the man of the hour, we've just had a request from our head admin, well, one of the head admins at CRL 34. Hello, matey.
How you doing, lads? I thought I would just play the ace card and come in just for a quick little word, if that's alright.
Yeah, the stage is yours, mate.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to, behalf of the head admin team, thank all the drivers we've had racing in Tier 3. I think you guys watching, of course, and everybody watching at home will agree there's been some great racing this season from the full-time drivers, and some great stand-ins in the reserves like we've seen tonight, of course. Championship, went the whole way, and behalf of the head admin team, let me be the first to congratulate you, mate, Brabbit, with that. I'm not going to steal the thunder too much from you here, Rob. That's all I really wanted to say. And lastly, thank you to yourself and AFL, of course, for hosting us through this season. Here's to the next of CRL, I suppose.
Anytime, mate, anytime.
Thank you.
Obviously, thank you to yourself as well, obviously, for head admin and all of this, and obviously comms in over me and AFL, obviously in the lower tiers. Obviously, you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes for us as well, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much, but I'll let you lads get back on with it now.
No problem. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Right, so that was one of our very own head admins. That was Mr. CRL 34. However, we've got to turn our eyes to the main man. He's dominated throughout Season 9. He's won quite a few of the races of Season 9. And so, barring any penalties, which I don't think is going to come, he is the Season 9 Tier 3 Champion of the World. It is Brabbit!
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Mate, it must feel good hearing that. Champion of the World, Brabbit.
Yes, it's been a good season for me, enjoyable season for me. Yeah. I really wanted to win it before the last race, but it didn't happen, so it has to be in Brazil. But yeah, today I was a little bit too much defensive, like lots of things can happen in Brazil. We had a few safety cars, and yeah, Palmer wasn't really raceable. Like he was lagging on my screen, like he was moving 2 meters to the side or to the front, so it was really difficult to battle him. So yeah, I tried to get the podium at the last race, but all in all, I take the points, and I'm really happy, really happy.
Obviously, 4-star needed ideally for you to finish quite low down the points and for him to finish high up the points. Obviously, 4-star, if you are watching, if you are listening, a massive congratulations, but you've come P2 in the championship anyway, mate. But like we said last week, made the better driver win, and it's gone the way of Brabbitt. Was it the Vettel number 5 on the Ferrari? Was you going, you know what, I'm going to do what Vettel couldn't at Ferrari?
I just was giving everything, like I really wanted it, so I was focused. Yeah, I tried to get the podium today, and yeah, and of course I had the championship in mind. Like I was quite defensive and was trying to avoid some dangerous incidents or actions. So it was not the best performance for me today, to be honest. But yeah, happy for Ferrari. Like. Ines also finished in the top 3, so congrats for him and congrats for Ferrari, and yeah, I'm happy today.
Consistency was key, mate, and you've proven throughout this season that is what's got you your championship. AFL,
thank you.
Have you got anything for our champion?
Just a well done, mate. Fully deserved. You've dominated from start to finish. You've kept it clean all the way throughout the season. Obviously, yeah, fully deserved, mate, from my side. Well done.
Thank you very much. I also want to say thank you to you and to Spider. So you always had some warm words or kind words to me in the stream. So thank you for that, and thank you for the whole season.
No problem. Anytime, mate.
No worries, mate.
Well, that's it for another season in Tier 3. And that's it for me in AFL as your commentators for this season. There's no racing as of next week. I just want to say before we disappear for another season, AFL, it's been amazing not only to race beside you again, but obviously having you as a co-host in this season. It's been great. Obviously, I know you've had to take the odd race off here and there, but it's been amazing to have you by my side, commenting on these boys. And thank you to all the drivers that have raced in Tier 3 this season. You've made it entertaining, you've made it something to look forward to each week. Everybody has raced their hearts out, and in the end, there could only be one. And it went the way of Brabbitt. AFL, have you got anything you'd like to add before we wrap things up for a season?
I'd just like to say thank you to everybody. The loyal viewers that have been watching week in, week out, the drivers, the full-time drivers, the reserve drivers, everybody, the head admins, stewards, everybody that's just put in a lot of hard work throughout this season to get all done for you guys. And obviously, congratulations finally again to Brabbitt. Fantastic season from his side, and hopefully he can kick on next season and try and win another championship or maybe go into a higher tier. But yeah, been good from my side. Thanks to the guys for allowing me to be co-coms, and obviously I had one race where I commentated on my own, so that was quite a big deal for me. So yeah, I've had a good season and I've enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you to everybody.
Amazing stuff. Right, before we get all emotional and before we all get all upset that the season's over, I'm going to wrap the stream up here. Once again, just to reiterate on my episode, a big thank you to everyone that has watched the races live and watched them back. But that is it for another season here in Tier 3 at CRL. We will see you again, probably in Season 10. Will it be with me in AFL? Who knows? Will there be 5 tiers? Who knows? But from myself, the admin team, from everyone here at CRL, wherever it is you end up watching now, what comes next, we will see you again very, very soon. Once again, a big massive congratulations to our champion, of the world, Brabbit.